I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jets taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
On a warm late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York... down, Darnold. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And here's Darnold to keep it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year at New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
On second down, Mostert. Got some room at the 30, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be a...
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk.
Outside. 54, right there. 54 Mike. All day, 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54 Mike.
Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Gore on the ground last week. 20 carries, 62 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A loss of 7.
That takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. The safety Marcus May in there on the cover. Play action. It's Darnold. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
The 34-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. The 49er fans always going to have a soft spot in their heart for Frank Gore. Franchise's all-time leading rusher. And that's saying something when you think about some of the great Hall of Fame running backs that have worn the San Francisco uniform. But 11,073 yards for Gore in his 10 years by the Bay. And oh, Frank Gore yet to get up. Maybe dinged up on that play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 43-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They'll be inches short. No gain on them. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
So they try the fake, not something I was expecting to see on 4th and inches, and maybe that's the genius of it, but it didn't pan out.
I think you're right when we go along with that line of thinking, right? 4th and inches, no one would expect a fake if you're going for it right there. But if you're going to go and try and pick it up, why even bother faking it? Just keep your offense on the field, and I would think quarterback sneak in that situation.
The 43-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
And Darnold going to keep this himself.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
4-yard line.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
No gain on the
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
46, boy, 46, 1, Omaha.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On second down, Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 40.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards.
First down.
Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws, and how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 21. Here we go. 11. Check 43. 13.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Charles, we take a look here at the 49ers draft class for 2020. You know, not too often you see a Super Bowl team have 2 first-round picks.
You're absolutely right about that, because typically if you're the Super Bowl team, people aren't really wanting to deal with you very much, and instead San Francisco got it done. The first of those picks, it cost them DeForest Buckner. He went to Indianapolis, but they got his replacement at number 13 in Javon Kinlaw.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
And what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 inning here as we head toward halftime. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The 37-yard.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
For George Kittle.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action. Garoppolo. He'll fire it. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona.
1st and 10 as they start this drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers continue to roll.
The kick is good.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Complete.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
In your face.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Robert Foster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And his kick is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Dre Greenlaw.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Come get some. Come on.
Now it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
49ers 6-yard line.
To Johnson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to get a score back. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the 4th.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 59 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third...
got the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The tackle by Eric Armstead. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Darnold. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd and short.
Akello Witherspoon on the coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder.
Here we go. Ready? Check. 11. Hey, come on.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back now here on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're
a first down throw, Darnold. It's his fullback. This is Bruce Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Darnold on first down. Open man is born. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
at the Niners' 19-yard line.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. There's another first down run right there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd and 9. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
It's 3rd down.
21. Omaha.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run. 4th down.
Mike 29. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 29 is Mike 29. You ain't doing that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Mostert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
29 is Mike.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Johnson, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out right to Bourne. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And it falls incomplete after... Garoppolo's going to throw it. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pick. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. What do you need? All day, every day.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught.
Here we go. Like 20, 13.
They'll run with Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. One more time with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
What you talking about, man?
A free 5 yards as the defense jump.
Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Scout the sideline, a touchdown, and put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Scout the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall.